All right, so what are your guys' names?
I'm Mark.
And I'm Rhonda Walker.
Okay. How long have you guys been full-timing?
6 months, 7 months?
Since September of
Last year.
2014.
About the same time as my husband and I. That's cool. What made you guys want to full-time?
Ready to get out of
Just get out of the city. That's the main
And
thing.
that's the main thing we bought the trailer for, is to get out of the city. And then we just started
And-
looking at websites.
This is something that we wish we had done before kids. And so now we're finally doing it.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Bay City, Texas.
Okay, so not that far.
No.
What kind of rig do you guys have?
Well, there it is.
It's super cute, guys.
24-foot Eco Camp.
And this is your tow
That's it.
vehicle. What does your family think of you guys traveling and living in an RV, especially living in an RV?
Some think we're crazy. Some of the brothers and sisters of ours are thinking about it now.
Some
So
are
they're
a
like,
little envious.
Yeah, they're a little envious
going traveling.
because we're just going where we want to go, and they're still sitting there at home. And it's been kind of interesting, that part of it. But some parents are like, "What in the world are you doing?" I mean,
Yeah, this is just another
You know.
kid thing.
but
Have they actually seen your rig and
Oh, yes,
seen how you live?
everyone has. Yeah.
Yeah?
The whole family has. Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not jealous. Actually, when you guys pulled up, my husband and I were really jealous of your rig because it's really nice and compact. We really like it, and that's the kind of rig we would have if we did not have kids.
Right.
So it's really nice. Have you guys encountered any major issues since you've been full-timing? Like with your rig and living in an RV?
With it, we went to Lubbock on our first little gig, which didn't last but a month and a half, but we were there early November and it snowed and iced and we lost our pump, our water pump.
Oh,
It froze
no.
up and it hasn't worked since. So
And so we had to do some learning on how to live in the winter.
in the frozen, because we didn't expect it at that early stage here in
No, not in
Texas, no
Texas.
matter where we went.
Not even
so.
there.
So is that your guys' fault or the RVs?
Ours really, I mean, well, weather, I mean,
We
I don't
felt
know.
like it was ours, not knowing how to insulate or what to do. I mean, we didn't think we would be there with snow that quickly.
Gotcha.
Thought we had
Yeah, I
time to
believe
learn from
it's-
some locals about things.
I believe it was damaged because I thought it should come on. I thought everything was thawed out, and I was running it, and it wasn't thawed out probably. So
That is so funny because something really similar happened to us this past winter because we just didn't have a clue.
No
We
clue.
had no idea. Have you guys had it? Do you guys have any friends or family that do this? Like anyone else?
nope.
No.
So where did this idea come from? You just were like,
Oh,
Research.
We've been thinking on it a
We
long
just
time.
researched.
Yeah.
We talked about how can we get out of the city of Dallas. And one of the things he started looking at was, well, let's just buy some land. Take our retirement that I had from my job, take all of it out and buy some land. And then I said, well, how can you buy land over the internet when you can't look at it? And so he started looking at RVs for some reason, and it just kind of evolved.
The original thought was to get one, move down to an area we wanted to look at land,
Here in Texas.
live in the RV instead of paying somebody rent when we got there. We'd live in an RV while we looked for land. And then when I was looking for parks to stay at, it said earn money while living in your RV, and then that's when it all started as far as finding out about all the work camping and this type of lifestyle.
so if you guys, are you guys still trying to buy land eventually?
It's not.
It's kind of like maybe in 10 years
Yeah,
if we're still
down the
liking
road.
this,
Down
you
the
know,
road.
maybe at real retirement time.
So you guys plan to do this for an extended time?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is there any plans after?
If it's anything, it'll be the little cabin, and we're talking like small place on a little spot of land somewhere.
Like tiny house status?
Yes. Yes.
Do you
We don't
guys
want a bunch of stuff.
do you guys plan on doing any off-grid stuff?
I've wanted to for a long time. I'm still preparing for that. Whether we do that much or not, I don't know for sure. So.
That's cool. We're definitely on the same lines there, my husband and I. So you guys are definitely on the younger side as far as work campers, because there's a lot of people who have pensions and retirement and Social Security. What do you guys do for income?
So we're work camping. $8 a night.
No, I feel you. We're right there with you.
I love that. No, we've been making jokes about that here recently, but and we make things. We make wood crafts, phone stand, tablet stand. Make them out of different types of woods. Sell them online. I sell them to public whenever anybody's around, like we're in a shop or something and somebody sees one and is interested, I sell them.
So you carry all your tools around for this then?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's cool. What's your shop's name?
Well, right now, as far as my products, you can find them on Fiverr.com.
And I'll make sure that everyone has a link to click on whenever you guys are watching this video, so you guys can check this out.
It's going to be.
Yeah.
Those are really cool. They actually let us have one as a going away gift, and we love it. It's amazing. These things are so cool, and if you guys don't know, these things sell like hotcakes on Etsy as well. So you can get it through a work camper and support someone who's doing this on the road. I always support people who are on the road because it's not always easy making an income on the road. So support your fellow work campers and RV'ers, and buy from these guys if this is something that interests you guys. Is there any advice that you guys have for new RV'ers? You know, with the issue you guys had for your pump freezing and stuff, would you recommend any other like education?
My deal is prepare for weather, and that's hard. I mean, what I mean by that is we bought a rig that is got all this stuff underneath it, you know, all this insulation is covered and everything, so it was like you shouldn't have any problem. Every motorhome, RV, everything in the park we were in froze during this time we're talking about.
Lost
because no one was ready.
Their stuff.
No one had any heated
early.
hoses plugged in. No one had anything. It just, you know, it was early, and then you just, I don't know. You have to be ready for unexpected, I guess, is what you need to do, because we weren't expecting that at all. We've lived in Texas all our lives, and so, you know, Lubbock is northwest, but still winter in Texas is still January, February, not November.
Yeah.
And, you just have to prepare for all that type of thing. We thought we put a lot of good things together when we started, when we hit the road, and you know, we found out right away that we had left a lot of things off. So you just have
what kind of preparation did you guys do to live in an RV? Because if you've not had any mentors that have already done this, how'd you guys educate yourselves?
Well, that was all online. I watched a lot of videos. I read a lot. It was all online with people that was already doing it. So.
How long did you guys prepare to live in an RV?
A year?
Over a year. We were looking at it for more than 2, but as far as preparing, probably over a year.
Did you guys own a home?
No.
We rented.
Oh, you rented, so that was easy to get out of then, huh?
We just left. We just left.
What did you guys do to downsize? Did you just have yard sales and stuff?
We lived in an apartment, so Goodwill got a lot of our stuff, and family. Our children live up there.
People don't realize how little we already had. Whenever we moved out, all of our stuff was in a 5x10. All of our stuff was in a 5x10 storage. We didn't have anything. We haven't had anything for a long time because we downsized 12 years ago.
Yes, the kids got older. We just kept downsizing, and now the kids are early 30s, and so.
You know, the getting rid of stuff we were doing a long time ago. So I guess you would say we were kind of heading this way back then, but.
Yeah. Well, what happened one time was that we ran into some rocky times when our kids were back in their junior, early high school times, and we had some things that we thought were important that didn't fit in the apartment, so we had them in a storage unit. And we ran into financial problems where we couldn't pay it and lost it. And that's when you realize it's stuff.
It's just stuff.
It just really, how important was it? If you're keeping it in a storage and you're not using it, how important is it really to you? So
Ever since
it made
then.
it easy to always just downsize.
Yeah.
I agree. Do you guys find it easier to live this simple on the road than live in an apartment?
Oh, yes.
Yes, definitely.
The
Definitely.
pressure of making rent is gone, and that is one of your hugest financial bills every month.
You understand,
Making
in
rent.
Dallas, that was big.
The little apartment was
That was high
over
price.
$1,000
You know,
a
it was
month.
13 a month, so you know,
You
1,300 a month. So, yeah.
And you didn't have a garage to put your car in or anything like that. So to come down to this and work for sight, it's a big relief on the shoulders.
So what did you guys do for work when you lived in an apartment?
I spent 17 years in a school district up in the Dallas area as a food service manager in a junior high school.
And I've done many things. The last 10 or 11 years was all computer tech work,
So do you guys miss those jobs?
so not a bit.
No.
I don't
Not a
miss,
bit.
I don't miss junior high children and,
Not any.
and having to work with the food and the government restrictions, feeding children.
Do you find that living in this lifestyle, you guys have grown closer and spend more time together and just have more time to do what you want to do instead of constantly working?
More time to do what we want to do is what we have
That
found.
we
We've
feel.
always been very, very close.
Yeah.
We've known each other since junior high year, elementary.
Come on.
We were in elementary school. So being close has always come natural to us. We're just best friends.
Yep.
And
That's awesome.
but making lifestyle so much easier to deal with, the stress, the tension, headaches, all that kind of stuff is gone.
That's awesome.
Like she said, time to do what we want to do.
We want to do.
What exactly have you guys got to do?
Well, we've gone around to a few places, seen a few things.
A few things we hadn't seen in Texas,
Right.
and some we've already seen, but it was a long time ago. Recently, we went up to Washington on the Brazos, where it's called the birthplace of Texas. We had been there, but we took his parents,
Right.
and his parents hadn't been there. And that was a lot of fun to show somebody else. And they're native Texans, but just because we live in Texas, it doesn't mean we've been everywhere.
Right.
So our plan to start with is to spend the next several months seeing our state, getting to know more of our state.
That's awesome.
So when we finish this job, we're headed west. We want to go see the Davis Mountains.
You guys are here until the end of the season
Till the end
then?
of the
That
season.
is the plan.
That's cool. And then you're just gonna roam around, be free. That's awesome. Well,
Work when
guys,
we have to work.
thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. And guys, I'll plug your shop. And guys, don't forget to check out their shop and check these out. And I know he didn't show it, but he makes these bracelets too. And this is paracord. And I know I have a lot of preppers that has subscribed to me. So you guys are gonna wanna buy these ASAP. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.